We have Liberal Party Acting President Attorney Erin Tañada. Good morning and thank you for joining us again here on News and Views. The last time pala is brunch.
Yeah, the last time it was brunch, Attorney Erin, and now you're with us again, News and Views. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning, Angela. Good morning, Diego, and of course to all your viewers.
Well, of course, sabi nila kung yung issue about yung may 4 members daw, although you haven't confirmed it, but were there initial talks that happened na wala pang decision?
Well, we actually had a meeting a week ago, and we mentioned we had a good discussion among the congressmen-elect that would be sitting in the 20th Congress. The questions raised from, do we vote as a bloc? Which bloc will we join? What are the issues that we are going to consider as non-negotiable, and etc. And at that point, the discussions of the group were animated, and we decided to table the issue. I was just facilitating the meeting as acting president, and everyone said that it is better also to wait for the return of Senator-elect Kiko Pangilinan, who is the chairman of the party, and find out his thoughts and what his position will be also vis-a-vis the Senate leadership fight for the incoming 20th Congress.
Sa tingin niyo po ba, Attorney Erin, na mangyayari pa rin yung parang before nangyari kay Congresswoman na Stella Kimbo na at the end of the day, pinayagan niya siya nagkaroon ng sarili niyang, kumbaga, ang tawag doon na pagsang-ayon sa isang posisyon, sa isang issue na taliwas doon sa issue or sa policy ng inyong party?
Well, again, this will be discussed by the members of the LP contingent on how they will approach this matter. We have to consider that there's 1 on his 3rd term, 2 on his 2nd term, and the remaining 3 are basically returning members of the House and 1 party list. So they will have to decide what would be for the best interest of the party, number 1, and the best interest for their districts. Kaya it is a decision that is not easy to make.
Yes.
And so we have to wait and consult also our chairman, Senator-elect Kiko Pangilinan, who I am sure is going through also.
Yes, Attorney.
Nawawala.
Attorney. Ayan.
Am I back? Yes.
Okay na, go ahead.
Undergoing serious reflection on how the Senate presidency will look like for the 20th Congress.
I'd like to ask you about that. Kasi you're saying you're waiting for Senator-elect Kiko Pangilinan. So is it tantamount to saying kung ano yung hulma or magiging look ng partido nyo sa Senado will be quite similar to what you will have in Congress? So ang question dito is, pag sa Congress side, does it mean it's a choice between voting for the current speaker again or possibly deciding on a new speaker? Is that also in the books?
Well, again, the way the elections in the House happens, it is not necessary that if you run for speaker or you vote for speaker, you're if you vote for the speaker, you're with the majority.
That's right.
If you run against the speaker, it doesn't necessarily mean that you are immediately with the minority.
Okay.
Iba yung katangian sa House eh. And then after determining who the speaker is, the House, those who would join the minority or want to join the minority will elect among themselves who the minority leader will be. So I would have rather liked it that whoever challenges the speaker for the top post automatically becomes the minority leader.
That's right.
Hindi ganun eh. You could say it is a weird concept now in the House that those who signified that they would join the minority, that's the only time that they will elect who the minority leader will be. And I'd like to say that sometimes there are people from the majority who are told or who are asked to join the minority for a few months so that they can get their a friendly minority leader elected. Kaya yun yung
Masalimuot eh.
yun yung pinag-iisipan kung paano ang magiging papel ng LP. Kaya maraming permutations na kailangan tignan.
But I'd like to add to that, no. So you mentioned yung scenario. So based on what you said, so it's also in the cards, in the books, na pwedeng wala kayo sa majority, minority, pwedeng may independent block kayo altogether.
Well, there has been already an experience in the House where the LP was part of the independent minority led by then Congressman Edsel Lagman.
Yes.
So it's nothing new, but again, we will have to again consult and find out ano ba talaga ang magiging itsura ng House this coming 20th Congress. Ang mahirap kasi nagmamadali tayong lahat. There's still 3 session days left.
Yes.
June 2, June 3, June 4 for the 19th Congress to officially close its books, no? And maybe we can start talking on who will be speaker or who will be minority leader matapos na yung 19th Congress.
Okay. So sinabi po ng LP na possible yung mga coalition sa supermajority, pero depending po yan sa mga issue-based, no? Sabi niyo po yun. So can you enumerate to us ano po yung mga issues na possibly na po pwede niyo pong suportahan sa majority, and ano po yung mga issues na non-negotiable?
Well, of course, we have to look again at the budget. No, we've seen what happened to the 2025 budget. We've seen the subsidy of the PhilHealth removed, and again, there are moves to minimize the coverage or lessen the amount of those people who would be covered by the Universal Health Care Law. There is a rush, no, to amend that law, the Universal Health Care Law, before Congress ends, no, the 19th Congress ends in June 6. Hopefully that will not happen. Now, again, if there's a move to amend the Universal Health Care Law, then titignan namin yan dahil importante at pinapaniwala namin ang kalusugan ay karapatan ng lahat. Lalo-lalo na yung mga mahihirap. Kaya maingat kami sa anuman ang magiging amendment sa Universal Healthcare Law.
Ayun. Well, taking this opportunity na rin to ask you, sanay kasi ako kung Erin tawagin siguro. Well, since you have experience naman po dun sa mga impeachment trial, yung legality of the impeachment trial. Kasi we had Attorney Salvador Rapanelo over the other day.
And he stopped short of saying dead in the water.
Dead in the water na daw yung impeachment trial because of the legality issues, walang continuing body. Your thoughts on that po?
Well, they can always raise those questions to the Supreme Court. If the Supreme Court does not issue any temporary restraining order, then the trial may continue. So, as of today, there is no temporary restraining order issued by the Supreme Court. The June 2 calling by Senate President Cheese Escudero will proceed, no? And then after that, when the 20th Congress begins, and if there is still no temporary restraining order issued by the Supreme Court, then trial will resume, will start forthwith.
Pero attorney, kasi parang ang sinabi ni Senate President Cheese Escudero, once they have convened into a into an impeachment court, kahit mag-shift ka daw into another Congress, if a TRO is issued, sabi niya the Senate doesn't really need to heed to that TRO. Now, is that also your interpretation?
That will be that I will leave that to the Supreme Court because there are cases in the Supreme Court, cases decided by the Supreme Court where they intervene. No, if you remember the impeachment of Justice Davide.
Yes.
It never went to trial because the Supreme Court intervened. So I don't know if the statement of Cheese will hold water, and if they would want to how would you say it, not follow the orders of the Supreme Court, then there might be a constitutional crisis, no? So we will have to see. We will have to see because there was that experience during the Davide impeachment that the Supreme Court intervened.
Well, yung on the matter naman po yung si Senator or ngayon Congresswoman-elect Laila De Lima na being invited as one of part of the prosecution panel. We haven't heard from her since po yung nangyari dun sa may parang sa Supreme Court, yung sa Regional Trial Court yung kanyang kaso. How is she? Meron po ba kayong information regarding her, and ready na po ba siya maging part ng prosecution panel if ever?
Well, I think she has answered already the call of the Speaker, both Congresswoman-elect Laila and Congressman Chel Joc, no? But again, for the proceedings on June 2, they are not yet considered elected members of the 20th Congress. So in my opinion, this is my humble opinion, they should not be present in whatever proceedings that will happen in the Senate that's called by the 19th Congress.
All right. Do you have any questions? No. All right. Thank you for joining us today, Attorney Erin Tañada, Acting President of Liberal Party. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Jegwa. Thank you, Angela.